Welcome to this deep dive into a topic that may seem minor but can have profound impacts on our lives, the subtle, yet powerful, effect of malice. We often hear the phrase, "Good things come to those who do good," but have we considered that bad things might also come to those who harbor malice, even unknowingly? In this article, we explore how a fleeting moment of ill will, a brief instance of negative thought, can completely alter the trajectory of our lives. We all face moments of choice in life. Should we extend grace, or should we hold on to anger? These decisions, often made in an instant, can have a lasting impact. While it may seem trivial, harboring even a small bit of malice can be like planting a seed that later grows into something much larger, affecting our destiny in ways we cannot foresee. The power of a single negative thought. Malice is a powerful force, and it often arises from deeply embedded emotions. The idea that a single thought, or a small act of malice, can have such a profound effect, might sound like something out of a cautionary tale, but the truth is, malice doesn't always have to be expressed outwardly to have consequences. It can be a fleeting thought in the heart, unnoticed by others but deeply felt by ourselves. And, just like a seed planted in the earth, it can grow quietly, only to manifest its consequences when we least expect it. Consider, for example, someone who spends their life accumulating good deeds, striving for success, and helping others. One day, a conflict arises, and for a brief moment, this person chooses malice over understanding, spite over forgiveness. It might be an unkind word, a moment of jealousy, or a lingering resentment. This seemingly insignificant act can snowball, creating ripples that eventually derail their success, relationships, and peace of mind. The far-reaching effects of malice. Malice can take root in many forms, from jealousy to anger to resentment. And while we might be able to justify these feelings in the heat of the moment, the truth is that once they are planted in our hearts, they begin to alter the way we see the world and the people around us. The longer we allow malice to fester, the more deeply it affects our future. In many cases, people who hold on to grudges or who regularly allow themselves to indulge in negative thoughts find that their lives become increasingly difficult. Opportunities seem to slip away, relationships fray, and a sense of unease grows. The very fortune they once enjoyed begins to unravel, often without their understanding of why. This is the subtle power of malice. It's not always an immediate, visible destruction, but a slow erosion of the good fortune we've built. The principle of good deeds led to good results. In many spiritual teachings, particularly those rooted in Buddhism, we are reminded that good deeds led to good results. This is often coupled with the idea that our thoughts, words, and actions are all connected, creating a ripple effect throughout our lives. When we act out of malice, even if it's only in our thoughts, we are sowing the seeds for future negativity. This doesn't mean that every negative thought leads to immediate harm, but it does set the stage for greater challenges down the line. The law of cause and effect karma is an essential concept in understanding how our actions, even small ones, can shape the trajectory of our lives. Just as a positive action creates positive results, a negative action, even if it's only a thought, can create negative outcomes. The role of forgiveness and self-awareness. So, how can we protect ourselves from the subtle effects of malice? The first step is forgiveness. Forgiving others, and more importantly, forgiving ourselves, is key to releasing the hold that malice can have over us. The act of forgiveness doesn't just benefit the person we forgive, it also frees us from the weight of resentment and anger that can hold us back. The second step is self-awareness. We must remain vigilant, constantly examining our own hearts and minds. When we feel anger or resentment rising, it's important to stop and assess where these emotions are coming from. Are we truly just in our anger, or are we allowing ourselves to be consumed by it? By regularly checking in with ourselves, we can avoid allowing malice to take root. The ripple effect of negative energy. Malice is not confined to the individual. When we allow negative energy to take hold, it doesn't just affect our personal lives, it can impact the people around us as well. In relationships, whether with family, friends, or co-workers, the energy we project can influence others in ways we may not immediately notice. A cynical, unkind word or thought can ripple out, creating tension and misunderstanding where there was none before. This negative energy can perpetuate itself, feeding off of the ill will it encounters, until it reaches a point where reconciliation seems impossible. This is why spiritual teachings encourage us to maintain positive energy, not just for our own benefit, but for the benefit of those around us. When we act with kindness, understanding, and compassion, we not only improve our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of others. Releasing malice for a life of peace. The antidote to malice is not simply choosing to act kindly, it is about cultivating an attitude of compassion and self-awareness. We must learn to let go of negative emotions and replace them with a sense of gratitude, understanding, and love. This is not always easy, especially when we feel hurt or wronged, but the practice of releasing malice is essential for maintaining a life of peace and good fortune. By understanding the powerful effects that our thoughts and actions can have on our lives, we can begin to take responsibility for the energy we create in the world. When we choose to let go of malice and embrace positive, constructive thoughts, we pave the way for a life filled with abundance, peace, and love. Conclusion. The idea that a moment of ill will can derail a lifetime of fortune may seem extreme, but it is grounded in a deep truth. Our thoughts, actions, and attitudes shape our reality. When we allow malice to take hold, even in small ways, we are not only harming others, we are also harming ourselves. By cultivating forgiveness, self-awareness, and compassion, we can break free from the grip of negativity and create a life filled with lasting happiness and success. Thank you for reading this article. If you've ever felt the subtle effects of malice in your life, or if you've struggled with letting go of negative emotions, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful discussions. Share this article with others who might benefit from its message. Until next time, take care, and remember to spread kindness wherever you go.